All right. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Welcome to our first Tea Talk Teacher Talk series. As for today, we are going to talk about UNI Survival Kit. Okay, I will explain briefly what is the concept of our sharing. Both of us, me, Ms. Dila Burhanuddin and Ms. Shafika Yaakob, are teachers. So we basically want to do this sharing so that it's a laid back, it's a relaxed kind of sharing, so that it will benefit students, it will benefit other teachers and education as a whole. So this is our first series, and hopefully we will have more to come. And we are going to use both English and Malay so that it's normal. We are Malaysian, we talk such as that. So what is important is that our message go through and you guys benefit something from this sharing. Okay, okay, we shall start. Okay, my name is Miss Dila Burhanuddin. I'm teaching Form 6. I'm teaching WET right now in SMK Simpang 4 Penang. I have my colleague here. Say hi, Shafika. Okay, Shafika, she is teaching in SMK Dato Abdul Rahman, currently pursuing her PhD as well. So, a little bravo there. Okay, we have our guest speakers, our dear colleagues, our dear classmates from well-known schools, now successfully working in the professions of their choice. Okay, we have Miss Amalina. Can you please say hi? Okay,
Hi.
and then we have Miss Amirah. Okay, so we'll start with a little background. Okay, Amalina, can you please kongsi sedikit background daripada mana, sekolah mana, and what are you doing right now?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So thank you for the opportunity given from Adila and also Shafika. So actually a brief introduction about myself. I'm Amalina Razif. Actually I'm from SMK Sharifah Rozia, the secondary school from SMK Sharifah Rozia. And currently I'm actually working in Kuala Lumpur. And also working in one of the insurance company as an analyst lah, as of right now, since it's already almost 10 years.
Wow, 10 years.
Nearly 10 years.
Long.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Amalina. So, Mira, please tell us.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Nur Amirah binti Muhammad Roslan. I'm currently also working in Kuala Lumpur. Saya kerja di Bank Negara Malaysia as part of the regulator I would say. And then previously I was from College Islam Sultan Alam Shah, if you may heard about it, at OKISAS, also known as ISAS. And then pursue some studies and then come back and working in the Bank Negara for almost, I'm working since 2012, and now on my 9th years, tahun ke-9 lah for working there.
Okay, great. 9, 10, and Shafika and I have been teaching for like what, 7 or 8 years, and 6 or 7 years, something like that.
Mine is 6, yeah.
6 years and 7 years. So basically, we have the idea of what we are doing, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah.
Regarding the title, so today kita nak bincang how you get into universities, how universities shape you to do better in your profession. As we can see, 10 years and 9 years surviving in the same field, in the same career. Of course, dah banyak liku-liku, dah banyak experience yang dilalui. So, Amirah, I would like to ask you, walaupun dah tahu kan, but I want to ask you. Okay, macam mana proses you mohon after you got your SPM result, macam mana you mohon untuk terus sambung belajar? You go through certain scholarship ke, you go through certain process ke? So can you please explain further?
Okay, hi everyone. Then right after SPM, definitely we get our result in SPM lah.
Your outstanding result.
Yeah. It was. Hopefully it was. And then I applied. Honestly, I applied for the scholarships lah during that point. At that point of time, it was like back in 2007, and it was like more than 10 years back. 2007, at that point of time, definitely we did try in JPA scholarship or MARA scholarship. I did try with the Bank Negara scholarships, PNB, Petronas, and several others lah, definitely. I'm sure at this juncture, adik-adik will have like lebih banyak scholarship that available. Kita ada Khazanah, kita ada TM, kita ada Omedi, others lah. I just cannot think at the moment, tapi banyak sangat. They will iklan to you and then have a lot of this kinds of opportunity for you to apply. I mean, if you can have a similar, we can be a junior maybe, you might know. So at that point of time, I apply for the scholarships and then go to the interview, and whichever that been accepted at that moment lah, I've been accepted on quite a few, and then I need to choose based on whatever courses ataupun pre-U study ataupun university that I want to study later on. So based on that particular part lah.
So that means you are now working with Bank Negara. So masa you chose the one that offered to you, you choose Bank Negara starting from the beginning, starting from your degree.
Yeah, I mean, I was being offered by a few after being accepted during the interview at that point of time. So eventually, I choose a Bank Negara because of some considerations.
Okay, good. Okay. How about you, Miss Amalina? How did you go before you were accepted to a university?
Okay, so for me, I think the flow is quite different. Beza sikit dengan Amirah. Sebab for me is actually after during my dekat sekolah masa dekat Sharifah Razia, is actually using my trial result. Actually, I'm being I try offer macam I try to apply for one of the scholarship, which is actually Petronas scholarship. And then from there I pergi the interview, and then I think end of November or December after the interview, actually I being accepted to join Petronas lah. So actually based on that Petronas, actually I go to University Technology Petronas, UTP. So actually I masuk the university earlier compared to the rest. So because I'm using trial punya result lah. So I masuk in January. So even the result come in later masa March. So masa tu I just continue the foundation there lah. So I start my foundation earlier compared to the rest lah. Compared to yeah.
But I heard even in during our time, Amirah, I heard one of our colleagues pun she used the trial exam trial result.
Yes.
I think is it only Petronas who are practicing this, or other scholarship as well?
I think during that time, the one that because it's actually being offered by our counsellor like at that time. So actually based on our result, and then we try to apply lah. Masa tu macam try je. I think tak ramai pun yang pergi masa that time. So I just give it a try and then go for the interview. Then alhamdulillah dapat, and then got accepted, and then January I masuk. January next year before the result lah, I say dah masuk dah belajar.
So great. Okay, great. So Syafiqah, do you have anything to ask?
Considering the students yang kalau yang form 5 tu, they haven't set for the examination, right, trial kan? So what do you think? Is it very important to strive in their trial exam?
I think for like macam my experience yang I ada, I think it's a good thing that you prepare your thing masa trial juga, so that nanti masa the real one, so actually you have a time to prepare yourself in term of the studying, and then you can recap back whatever your study lah, that one.
Okay. Thank you. I can go back to Miss Zila.
Okay. So you, I think I think some of your decision making, when you make the decision to enroll in certain courses, there are certain factors that pendorong into our choose that kind of career. So Mira, what kind of motivation ataupun pendorong, oh I want, since kids you have this idea of being in Bank Negara. So what is your pendorong, your motivator for you to apply for Bank Negara, for you to apply for the post that you are in right now?
Rather than, I actually never thought that one day I will be working in a bank negara. But the most fundamental part was saya pergi ke arah choose the course that saya nak. I'm keen was to study in accounting. So I made early decisions. I would say macam early decisions to study accounts during my SPM times. So during my SPM time, I take macam accounts, economics, at math tu just at maths, all those mathematics tu definitely to study this accounting, and then eventually pursue during the pre-university ataupun I did my A level on accounting as well, and then sambung dengan belajar dekat universiti tu on the accounting part lah, finance, accounting and management. All those part are being groomed towards the accounting punya part. And eventually during the because I know that what I want to study is accounting, so during my application towards on the scholarship that I mentioned previously, all related to the accounting lah. Bachelor in accounting, and any of the scholarship will go to the accounting, because that's my end goal. I want to study accounting.
Great. So you see, adik-adik ya. So that is a very macam dah ada, you have your future goal. But for me, in my from my experience, I wasn't clear. I tak tahu I nak pergi mana. I nak pergi science ke? I was a science student, but I hang out with Mira a lot. She was from accounting student, so I couldn't make up my mind. Last kali I choose English. So that's how different path leads you to different ways. Okay. So Amalina, macam you pula macam mana?
Macam I think I pun macam Adila juga. It's not that because based on using my result yang SPR trial exam tu, actually is being offered in UTP actually in business information system.
Oh, okay.
So which is I'm studying like accounting and also like information system. So it's actually totally different from the one that we studied, I dengan Syafiqah studied dekat Syed Farizah, which is we are science student, science stream. So it's actually totally a different thing, but it's actually with the opportunity that given during masa guna the trial, and then that one I give it a try, and then I think during the first year of the foundation, that one I think bila I belajar on the foundation, and then we did foundation in the economics and whatsoever. So I think starting from the first year, the first 3 months, that one I'm starting to cope up with the business information, that one lah. So until now, so macam after that few years of the foundation, for my foundation in UTP is for 1 year, and then three years plus. Then by that time, I think that is the good choice that the good choice that I've made lah, in turn into whatever that I'm doing right now, which is become the analyst. And also the opportunity that right now in the market for the analyst, and also in terms of the IT as well, is quite big as of right now, where you can see that right now also we are working from home, and then I think is one of the grateful thing that I have achieved as of right now lah, during when I make a decision to enter UTP.
I think that was like a very good one because it meant for the future, right? I have a question. Let's say right now we sometimes students, they're divided between choose their interest or something that ada banyak of employment opportunities. So what do you think? Would you go for your interest? Would you suggest them to go for their interest or go for opportunities? Sebab nanti ada yang kata tak minat and other things, right? So what do you think, like to start with their university life?
If I may answer on that, kan, definitely I've studied accounting. I mean, throughout the session, I will mention that I will study accounting. But for information, whatever that I'm studying at the moment, just imagine I've been in the statistic department in the Bank Negara. For statistik department, orang akan tanya, apa yang statistik buat? Apa yang you belajar accounting where the statistics tu? Okay, definitely in the department they have been divided into few component, I would say. Pertama adalah people yang akan tengok on the data. This data they apply on the accounting background. Ada yang boleh apply accounting background lah. Definitely kita tengok check and balance, kita punya understanding kat mana situ. And then another part is actually diorang do it data. This is I would say one of the area that been groomed in the market at the moment, data scientist.
Okay, data scientist, remember?
Has to let adik-adik semua orang tahu data scientist is one of the macam part lah, I would say. It would be, kalau nak pilih, it would be one of the good part. And to be honest, I'm currently working on the project management part. Bila you cakap pasal project management, you buat system. Bila you buat system, you kena tahu how the accounting works, how the statistics in the Bank Negara work to ensure that you deliver a good project management related to the system so that can be applied kalau dalam konteks Bank Negara ni, supaya dia boleh pakai lah dekat bank-bank di luar sana lah, ataupun insurance industry ke, ataupun kita punya orang yang akan report kepada Bank Negara. That's what's the main point lah. That's what I would say that kita memberi kepada kita deliver our part, what we have to share kepada kepada negara balik lah.
So Amirah, what you are saying is that you start dengan you punya passion, you nak kerja, nak kerja. That's it. You started with your passion, sebab tu you choose your ni. Tapi bila you dah masuk career tu dah jadi lain. You need to venture into different things. Although you memang daripada awal dah accounting.
Ya, betul. To be honest, at this juncture, I tak pernah pun buat account receivable ke, account consolidation ke, bank recon ke. Tak tahu apa tu. But the only thing that I'm familiar with the procurement, a partial part of the accounting tu yang kita kena, I would say that I will more familiar on the audit ataupun another part of the accounting tu rather than accounting itself. I would say that lah.
Okay.
Okay. I think for me, I agree with what Mira is saying. I think when we go into the working life ni, actually whatever that one is interest lah. Interest is a very important thing lah. Yang macam kita kena, kalau kita tak ada interest untuk buat benda tu pun macam tak ada point juga. So macam kalau adik-adik nak macam buat satu benda tu, yes, interest tu kena ada, tapi at the same time it must be parallel lah. The thing is must be parallel. So macam for me, macam Amirah cakap, dia ambil accounting and then dia masuk dekat dalam department yang macam tak ada dia ada buat procurement, tak touch sangat on the accounting thing. But for me, untuk I yang macam join untuk analyst yang buat IT ni, is actually when actually I'm handling one of the project yang involved in macam finance. So actually for me macam terbalik pula. I belajar benda-benda yang macam accounting, bank recon, semua tu lah. So actually I've been involved because as of right now, macam company kan going for system and whatsoever. So actually we are together, actually masa dah masuk tu and also doing the project management and all, so memang semua benda yang macam accounting tu pun kita buat juga. So actually it's evolved and then you are growing up to be someone yang macam nak lagi belajar benda ni. Macam by the time goes by, actually you want to gain something and then experience. Based on that experience, actually you gain something lah. So actually a part, the future, your career path lah. It's good for your career path and experience. Okay.
Syaf, I think you are saying that I think you mute your microphone je.
Okay, got it. I was saying that those are good tips for the students, right? Diorang nak decide their career path and whatever. So, what about dekat university sendiri? What kind of co-curriculum activities yang you always join? Okay,
Okay.
Amalina, yeah.
Okay,
Maybe after you.
okay. For me, I think during my university life, actually we joined one of the activity that I've volunteered is actually for charity. Charity ni is actually to help macam orphanage dekat area Perak sana. And then we come to visit them to give some charity. And also one of the other charity that we have been doing is actually we identified some of the student yang macam dekat area Perak tu, and then we take them to come to our university and then give it a tour around UTP. And also we also do a class session for them. Macam kita buat class session macam
Free
ajar
tuition,
diorang
something
macam
like that.
ajar diorang macam nak masa tu awal-awal lagi masa 2008, so macam masa tu kita macam browse internet, macam kita buat some activity lah, some interesting activity for them to macam being exposed to the internet and also whatsoever that whatever that being offered dekat ETP jugalah, so at least they know something. So macam tu lah. For me that one.
So you say that macam best lah if you join all those community service punya program, volunteering activities kan?
Yes.
Okay. What about Amirah?
Almost similar. I mean, maybe because kita perempuan kot. Almost similar. We have, I've been involved under, I would say 3 main part lah during my university times. Pertama, I involved on the charity juga. Almost similar. Charity tu yang kita bagi tolong orang. I mean, walau kat mana pun kita still ada orang yang still yang kita boleh tolong. So apa yang kita buat charity tu adalah kita akan bagi bantuan kepada selalunya kita orang bagi adalah orphanage, rumah anak yatim ataupun rumah orang tua. So kita ada 2 golongan ni yang kita sentiasa kena tolong. Yang kedua adalah saya join career fair. Bila you organize the career fair tu kan, you kena ada booth tau yang you dah kena jaga. So from that lah. Fair tu kita akan jagalah. Okay, kita bahagian komponen lah, kita bahagian financial lah kat situ. Atau kita bahagian engineering lah kat situ tau. So masa career fair tu it depends on kita punya school. Masa ada tu school of business school. Okay, lupa business school lah. So I am in charge more towards on the financial punya lah during that time. So on the third part, ini paling lain sikit, which is I involved on the sports. Tapi bukan saya yang main sport. Tapi saya jadi
Juga macam terkejut juga you main sport.
Organizer.
Jangan percaya saya main sport. Semua tu saya jadi macam kind of project manager diorang lah. Okay, korang nak apa? Air boleh. Padahal yang main tu main hoki kot, lelaki kan. Seni lah. I mean like pakai air ke, makanan diorang ke, all those thing lah yang benda management punya part. Bukan yang main tu pun tak ada.
Okay, so I think dengar macam banyak you have your masa volunteering, all this curricular activity. So right now, students macam tu burden, we cannot focus on other things sebab kita nak ada academic. We need to excel in university so that we can get a grades and then dean list. But then some of them miss out ni fun part. So how did you manage your time? Macam mana nak belajar, macam mana nak excel? How important is this volunteering work, this curriculum activity for a graduate? Amalina maybe.
Okay. So for me, I think it is sama juga macam kita masa dekat kerja sekarang, work-life balance. I think during our university life pun kita kena mix juga. We don't have to like macam too focus on our study sebab actually when we join this charity event, it's actually an exposure for us actually to mingle around with people and also to see macam orang yang memerlukan. So kita boleh dapat dari situ macam kita boleh relate jugalah for us in after university life. So that is actually macam permulaan macam sebelum kita start the working life. So actually it's a good thing. Not necessarily you need to be fully focused. Actually you need to have some fun and then sometimes with your friends also tak adalah too rigid yang macam you spend all the time study. Sebab kita pun ada macam time untuk what is that called? Study week study week.
Study week.
So during that time, so maybe to focus on that one. So I think boleh sebab boleh je kita mix that one, not to stress yourself lah. Nanti kalau stress sangat pun macam tak best juga kan. So actually we have some experience of our university life for us later on macam nak cerita ke.
What about Amirah? What do you think?
Kalau saya kan, I would say that bila kita masuk universiti tu apa yang kita nak sebenarnya? I would say that begins apa benda yang kita nak capai objektif masa universiti tu. So masa saya buat dua benda lah. Pertama adalah saya nak dapat good result. And then yang kedua ni saya nak enjoy. I would say bila enjoy tu maknanya kita be happy dengan apa yang kita buat lah. Tapi macam saya totally agree lah. Tapi janganlah pula you enjoy masa study week nak dekat exam lagi seminggu tu. Masa tu you enjoy lah. Enjoy kan. Tak lah. Tapi apa yang penting adalah kita kan ada 5 hari kelas. 5 hari kelas tu memanglah kita ada kelas hari-hari. It depends on how you susun lah your class. So daripada 5 hari tu akan ada date yang kita weekend kita boleh pergi buat project management sukan tadi kalau ada games kan. Ataupun career fair tu mungkin weekend juga tapi not every weekend lah. Boleh je kita boleh join benda tu. I mean how you plan your part and join benda-benda macam tu. Janganlah macam tak ada apa nak buat kita study je lah. Study tu bukan segala-galanya lah di universiti. Walaupun kita nak achieve adalah good result.
Yes.
Tapi tu yang sebenarnya we enjoy dengan what we want, we get a good. Benda tu lagi macam memorable I would say.
Yes, it's memorable.
I
And
think
then after your working life, then baru you akan remember balik all that thing.
I think we can sum it up as being an active students kan, who involved in programs and then at the same time trying to excel. Okay, so go back to Miss Adila.
Okay, you have done a lot. I rasa what you have gone through, you enjoy your university life, you enjoy what you did during your university life, you enjoy the courses. So after you have done everything, is there any like recognition or award that being awarded to you? Mira?
I have to remember balik I mean whether ada during the career fair tu lah selalunya I mean kalau yang formal recognition I would say kalau during career fair tu kita akan dapat CJ lah during at that point of time. Tapi kalau to be honest lah dekat universiti tu I pun tak tahulah I letak kat mana my CJ on that part. Sebab the rest is more on bila kita pergi kerja kan, kita pergi interview, it's how you bring yourself to yang the actual certificate that dekat you rather than saya nak pergi kerja, saya minta ini cert, tak adalah. How you bring yourself, how you ongoing, how you type of person that you are. That's actually macam a lot as compared to the actual certificate. Yes, I would say that certificate tu perlu, tapi it can be embedded dengan during you will have interview sessions. Kat situ you akan bagi tahu lah apa you actually involved in. As well as benda tu since kita dah develop, if I'm not mistaken dekat sekolah pun akan ada this kind of co-curriculum kan. So masa dekat sekolah tu dah simpan dah sijil-sijil yang situ kot. The rest is just like how we apply the almost similar concept je during our university.
Okay, Amalina, you on your behalf macam mana?
I think for me sama juga sebab masa dekat university life ni macam kita more on to join macam activity tu and then we are actually dapat sijil lah, macam tak adalah macam kita ada
a big deal sangat.
Yes, and then the thing is macam being recognized macam in the team macam during that project management ke, so that thing lah yang macam during university tak banyak sangat. I think I am agree with Amirah. Actually when you want to enter the working life tu memang it's how you bring yourself. And then,
I nak cakap juga you punya curriculum macam you dah involved dengan students, you buat project management during your university life, that sharpen your skill macam communication skill, your understand your skill yang sangat penting pada masa zaman revolusi 21 abad ni. So I would say skill lagi better lah kan.
Yes. Actually that one is the most important thing lah. It's actually how you bring yourself and then with the skill that you have, because masa you macam jumpa orang do the charity tu, actually you being exposed on how you want to communicate with people and all.
Yeah, I agree, totally agree. There's issue in our education as well. So that's why we are moving towards CFR and everything. Kita produce budak dengan good A's, dengan like 11 A's, 12 A's. Tapi when it comes to communication, skill tu kurang. Bukan nak kata tak ada. Of course kita semua, we can talk. It's just that how we manage the communication skill tu. So some students, they are lacking in that. And I think involving themselves in charity works, in co-curricular activity is a brilliant way to sharpen this skill. Kan Chap?
Yes, and I also have one question because kita macam both English teachers kan, and we want to let the students know that English ni sangat important. So I think maybe Amirah and Amalina can tell the students as well, macam mana important sangat ni English when you are in university and when you are working. Maybe Amalina?
I do, okay. Okay, for me, I think English is actually a very important things that you need to excel. Bukanlah excel, tapi macam at least you need to belajar how to communicate, because eventually by the time goes by, macam I masa enter the university pun macam it's actually a learning curve for me lah, macam belajar English, tapi actually during masa the working life tu memang is very important thing lah. Macam for me right now, because I'm dealing with in the project management, and also sometimes I'm dealing with macam orang yang macam from overseas, so actually English is very important in terms of our communication and also in terms of email. Mostly right now, I think for the two company that I've joined, actually our main language is actually English lah. So English is very important.
Okay, thank you. What about Amirah?
Yes, I totally agree dengan Amalina. English tu, it's our main communications part lah. Just to be honest, to be share with adik-adik semua, I pun not very good in English. Kalau dekat kisah tu, to be honest, one of the light part is actually English communications. We were during that time lah. Sekarang ni tak apa sure sangat. We have a very good English teachers at that point of time. Tapi in terms of practicing among ourselves tu sangat rendah lah during masa kita. Tapi tapi I would say lah mostly, I cakap general. Tapi yang pentingnya masa I need to adapt fast dengan this English punya communications when I study the A-level dengan I study the masa dekat university. Tak ada pun dalam bahasa ataupun dua bahasa ke bahasa Melayu ke dalam kita punya syllabus. Less kalau you study BM lah macam tu. Most of the university baik dekat local, kalau overseas lagi lah kan. Kalau local university pun even kalau you cakap you study dekat UITM, I study kat UITM for my master, itu pun English is our medium of communication study. Jadi this is important adik-adik. If you have opportunity kan, try to practice English dengan your teachers ataupun dengan your bukan colleague, adik kawan-kawan kan, on that part lah. Because eventually when we enter another side of lepas kita sekolah, kita akan we need to during you punya charity works pun you will macam see dan macam katalah orang-orang tua yang dia English, we need to talk to them. This is the best opportunity. Tak apa kalau kita salah pun, tak berdosa. Yang penting kita boleh betulkan our English later on. It's okay. We learn by step. Kita ada banyak masa untuk belajar this English tu, kita learn. Tapi janganlah mula sekarang, kena mula sekarang lah.
Yeah, true.
Betul, tak salah pun kalau macam cakap macam kadang-kadang grammar tak betul ke apa ke, you just talk and then practice. I think that one is the most important thing. Macam boleh je belajar, gradually you will macam lama-lama you akan biasa dengan benda tu.
Betul.
Okay, I would like to share jugalah. I study in we both study in UK, and then my master I did in UK as well. Even though I'm an English teacher who in Malaysia they would say that I'm fluent, but when I went there, they did not understand me at first. Kan sebab kita punya accent apa semua tu kan. So I pada masa tu I was in student shoes. Alamak aku cakap tapi orang tak faham, so I felt demotivated. Tapi it should be as a challenge for adik-adik sekarang lah. You should macam okay, aku nak juga orang faham aku nak juga orang communicate. So you practice whether orang faham ke tak faham ke, whether you need to ulang ayat tu 10 times ke, you still do it. Okay, sebab that is a learning point for you. You nak kena learn, that is a learning point, your starting point, you akan learn. I juga semalam I had this sharing with some of my colleagues, teachers as well. Diorang cakap ada satu budak ni, he or she, I'm not quite sure. I just use she lah sebab kita semua perempuan, okay. She did quite okay, dapat band 3 from UNI, if I'm not mistaken. But when she went to UiTM, everything was done in English. So she texted this one teacher, my colleague, she said, teacher, I tak boleh carry. I got MUET band 3, but I do not understand anything that is being taught. I nak berhenti. And she did stop her studies. So macam tu lah I nak cakap, English is very important, not only for you to macam go through the world, brave through the world sekarang ni dengan English, but also for you to understand what is being taught, what is being said to you. Okay, so that is from my point of a teacher lah. Jarang I nak bercakapkan pasal perspektif teacher ni. Okay.
I would agree with all of you because it's very important, and then it's not only about the language, it's not only about the grammar parts, but the background of the language, the confidence, background of the language as well. You need to have knowledge to talk to other people. You cannot just cakap kosong, right? So make sure when you learn, you need to know updated news, current news, so you can have points to talk to other people. Okay, so that part of language. Now we are going to move to something more relaxing about hobbies. So maybe our guests can tell us your hobbies in the university as compared to currently. Apa yang you minat buat? Okay, Amirah first.
The only things that I think my hobbies will change after I'm working is travel a lot. Adik akan tahu lah.
Because you have that mula.
Okay, because during kita I would say that I kerja banyak kot. During I kerja banyak sangat lah. I start my working. I have a 24 days out. 24 days punya cuti dah berapan. So at that point of time, I macam bila time I kerja macam kerja betul-betul. I kerja betul-betul. I would say, kerja betul-betul sampai sekarang tau. Lepas tu, and then at that point of time, I kata, okay, let's put a stop. And then bila I put a stop tu, maknanya I akan tanya, siapa nak travel dengan saya? So I want to go somewhere. I just like, selalunya I will take like 1 week punya cuti, I travel dulu sekejap lah I pernah excited kan, we went to try to overseas lah. I tried to a few places in overseas, and then few years back I tukar my mind, I travel a lot dekat dalam within Malaysia. So I dah cover all Malaysia. Ada antaranya I pergi dekat sekolah kawan kita kan, sekolah Adila, ada dah last year, 2 years. It was there, and then pergilah kita travel a lot lah. Tapi sekarang ni during the MCO, PKP ni kan, kita punya hobi dah tukar lah. Hobi makan, hobi dia dah tengok Netflix, macam tu.
Okay, what about Amalina?
I think for me also sama juga. Macam actually travelling lah. Actually when we enter macam working life ni macam actually a self reward to ourselves juga. Macam kita dah macam buat kerja and then spend the time. So at least we have sometimes yang macam kita boleh relaxkan our mind. So actually we see jalan-jalan macam Amirah jugalah. I used to macam travel overseas juga, and also kita jalan-jalan dekat Malaysia. So actually it's a good thing that to self reward yourself and then buat aktiviti yang you suka, di pantai ke, semua itulah. Tapi for now sebab MCO kan, so kena simpan lagi dulu duit sampai bila tak tahu habis MCO ni. Dan nanti boleh travel lagi. Tapi as of right now, I punya ni memasak dah kot. Masak, makan, tengok Netflix, tu je lah. Tak ada nak buat apa kan.
Sekarang dah share hobi, semua dah share sama hobi dia.
Semua orang dah share sama hobi, dah tak ada hobi yang
Yes, true.
I will share kan. There was one hobby yang I could say that I do a ritual lah. Every year selalunya I akan buat before MCO lah. And before, it was like outreach. It's actually I did
Outreach.
travel, tapi at the same time I go back to the society. Sama macam kita buat volunteer ataupun volunteer ke charity work yang kita buat masa universiti tu. Kita pergi reach sampai kampung-kampung, kampung yang bukan kampung tau, dia bukan Sabah Sarawak tu kan, dia ada satu tempat yang kita tak boleh nak pergi naik kereta rancil kita pun. Kita pun MIV kita pun, kita akan pergi macam kena naik macam 4-wheel drive on that part. Tu saya suka sangat. Every year I akan join benda tu since 2017 to 2017. Saya akan join buat benda tu. So at the moment saya pergi dekat Sabah lah masa tu. There was like relaxing. Bayangkan dalam masa 4 atau 3 hari, depends. Hari pertama dengan hari terakhir je kita ada internet. Lagi 2 tu kita tak ada internet. So handphone kita ni kalau tak charge, dia akan habis bateri sebabnya nak ambil gambar je. The rest tu memang cannot be contactable at all lah. It was fun.
Sekarang ni pun boleh tolong, boleh sebab sekarang dekat MCO pun orang macam banyak yang memerlukan. Sebab sekarang ni kan semua orang ada masalah yang macam masalah duit, masalah apa. So actually sekarang ni pun lot of people yang macam memerlukan ni lah.
Yes. Okay. So any more questions from Miss Adila?
Okay. I nak tanya lagi. I hearing you guys talk, I feel motivated juga lah. This MCO tu macam very mundane, our life is very mundane, and then you give us some idea. So untuk adik-adik yang nak melangkah ke alam universiti ni, adik-adik yang nak brave through new professions, what would be the best advice that you could give them? Amalina maybe start first. What would you say to those yang baru nak masuk universiti, baru nak pilihan diorang, and then yang nak melangkah ke alam kerjaya? So apakah nasihat yang paling baik lah from kakak-kakak lah Lucy yang boleh berikan kepada adik-adik ni?
I think for me, kalau untuk adik-adik ni semua, kalau bila kita nak masuk universiti tu, actually kita kena tahu satu, macam kita kena tahu apa yang macam kita punya future. Kita punya satu is apa kita punya what I can say macam apa kita punya aim untuk bila kita nak jadi nanti. Macam contoh macam cerita kita nanti nak jadi apa. Tapi I think for the time goes by, benda tu akan berubah sebab kita akan nampak macam benda ni macam masa kita dekat maybe kita nampak science stream tu macam okay, kita nak jadi doktor. Tapi by the time macam kita punya interest tu akan bertukar tau. Macam I lah, macam dulu macam interest I to become ambil science stream semua. Macam I punya aim is actually I akan ambil dalam science stream semua ni. Tapi bila I go further, macam bila I join the university and then I understand that macam okay, I give it a try dalam information system to understand that one, and then alhamdulillah sampai sekarang macam it's actually is a good thing for me lah yang I chose business information tu. So it's not necessarily macam kalau you tak dapat something tu, tak boleh macam okay, this is the end of the world. Saya tak nak sambung apa-apa pun. Tapi it's actually you need to give it a try and also to macam belajar to adapt with it. Sebab tak semestinya benda yang you tak dapat tu you tak boleh pergi jauh. Sebab sometimes orang yang macam sometimes yang drop off macam Steve Jobs semua tu kan macam drop off, tapi actually they can be a successful person. And then you just need to explore it later. Macam janganlah macam too demotivated. Macam tu lah. Okay.
I think it's like we need skills as well kan. They slowly build up skills in a lot of things. Okay, what about Amirah?
So kalau if I may chance to talk to adik-adik kan, so I have 3 things lah to advise. Pertama adalah jaga iman. I would say this one is an important part lah. Sebabnya this thing yang macam bila you jaga iman, tak payah jaga iman, macam mana cakap, minimally kita solat 5 waktu lah for Muslims. Ataupun for others yang non-Muslim, kita ada some principle, we have our own principle kan. So we jaga that part first. Lepas tu InsyaAllah yang lain tu akan continue. And the second part, bila you study adalah again tentang goal lah, a goal. You enjoy your life. You study, you nak dapat good result. Itu yang you nak. We try our hard, macam our best to get a good result. At the same time, enjoy. Join je apa aktiviti yang lain yang you rasa you interest untuk make your life happier tau. And then the third part tu, again study lah. Okay, enjoy life tu can be more flexible lah. Definitely, it will lead you to more flexible. Lepas ni kalau at that point of time you enjoy je, kalau apa yang nak jadi masa kerja tu, tak apa, we flexible, we have that enough room for the flexibility to explore, to go. No worries, adik, semua kita kena survive. Jangan risau.
Survival.
Yeah, I think we got very good advice, right, from the two of you. Okay.
So I nak petik Amalina cakap tadi yang Steve Jobs he did not do well and then he succeeded becoming a very influential person. Tapi sekarang ni ada macam viral things that okay, you dapat 9G in SPM also you can succeed. You dapat it doesn't matter whether you dapat 11A you akan berjaya compared to those with like 6G, 6E, SPM is nothing. So apa pendapat Amirah dengan Amalina tentang okay, SPM ni tidak menentukan hala tuju langsung. Okay, langsung ya, saya cakap langsung. Okay, maybe Amalina first.
I tak cakap macam kita tak boleh nak cakap tak boleh langsung tu taklah semestinya macam tu. Actually it needs to come with the what I can say, dia kena datang sekali lah, parallel. Dia kena datang sekali walaupun kalau you rasa you down tapi actually effort tu kena ada. Effort daripada adik-adik tu sendiri to search for the opportunity. It's not only opportunity yang macam kalau orang yang macam tak berjaya tu tak semestinya dia tak ada opportunity langsung. So maybe you can try opportunity yang macam at least you can try macam benda yang you suka ke, macam buat sales ke, not necessarily yang macam benda yang macam kena buat kerja day to day activity 8 to 5. So macam sales activity, marketing. So there's a lot of things you guys can try out there. Bukannya satu je. I think for me, that one lah. Effort and also seek for the opportunity.
Okay, Amirah.
I think Amirah.
Okay, kalau if I may share, definition of the success itself lah. Kita jangan, kalau sukses tu, yes, ada certain orang dia boleh tak dapat good result pun during SPM tapi dia boleh berjaya. Pertama, I would say dia sebenarnya dia tak berjaya dalam pelajaran saja. Tapi in terms of kerja dia still berjaya. Sebab tu lah dia mampu buat semua-semua tu. I mean, macam tadi cakap, she's good in sales, she's good in marketing. By all means, itu dia punya territory dia yang dia tak jumpa masa dia sekolah tu sebenarnya. Tapi selebihnya adalah kalaulah kita orang yang boleh go further dengan XPM itself, why not? Why not taking this kind of opportunity tu, peluang tu untuk gembirakan diri kita sendiri dan mak ayah kita mungkin. Orang sekeliling kita, our teachers, they hope for that. This is one of the macam enjoyment that we can get after we get certain result tu. Tapi kalau you dapat good result pun, tak apa, because of you enjoy, you put an effort again macam Amalina cakap, you put an effort on that. This is the rewards that you receive. Tapi you have other part of the world that you want to enjoy. Other part of the world you will explore. Tak semestinya kalau you tak bagus dalam pelajaran, you tak bagus dalam semua perkara. Tidak. Ada banyak. Kita orang ni ada banyak flaws yang mungkin tak surface by adik-adik yang korang nampaknya good result, good work. Tapi part lain you tak nampak lah. There must be, kita kan human kan. So there are part of the positive yang dapat, okay, ada part yang tak, yang kita akan dapat lah definitely.
Betul.
I think macam we can treat SPM as a platform.
Yes.
To go for something yang kita
It's a
minat.
stepping stone for you.
Exactly.
I rasa macam Amalina and Amirah what you guys said betul lah. Cakap as teachers, I bercakap tentang teachers lah kan. Sebenarnya kita tak panas, kita mahu A. Of course we want our students to excel. Tapi what we see is effort. Like you guys said, you jangan cakap you tak pandai, you terus tak nak. You put some effort to it. That's it. Okay? So effort tu sangat penting. Okay, Syed, any last thing that you would like to ask?
I rasa I want to ask their last advice.
Okay.
Okay, a simple one to everyone who is watching right now, or maybe later when we uploaded this on YouTube. So, what is
Yeah.
your advice?
Okay.
Okay.
Like
Amalina
final
first.
say lah. Final say. What you want to say?
Amalina first.
I think for me, final say for me is actually my advice to adik-adik ni semua. Actually, how kita for me macam kita go with the flow, and also and then we need to enjoy ourselves as well. By the journey that one, actually we gain experience, also the memorable part. Actually we go with the flow, and also try to strive for whatever that we are looking for lah. Then try to be successful. Not only the successful is not determined that for people to see that we are successful. Actually, whatever that we achieve from ourselves, for our goal itself, that no need to mention to others, is actually a self-rewarding for ourselves. That means that we are successful. We manage to be successful for ourselves. That is the most important thing.
Okay, thank you Amalina. Now, Amirah, what do you think?
Kalau if I may share lah kan, during this macam pandemic period kan, adik, do you have maybe rather than study saja, bukan tak join lah study tu memang kena lah. I mean again, study tu kita dah banyak elaborate dah dalam ni. So, but the rest of the thing, cuba cari apa yang adik nak buat in the future. Cari benda tu. Yelah, takkan hari-hari kita nak tengok Netflix kan, takkan hari-hari kita nak join benda-benda je, nak main game kan. Kemana arah tuju kita? Tak ada pun. Saya pun main game juga di juncture, tapi takkanlah hari-hari setiap masa. But the thing is, try to explore the new part that can benefit you in the future, ataupun more. Saya suka buat dua benda ni lah kan. Apa lagi yang saya boleh belajar secara casual, satu, dan yang keduanya saya suka travel. So I macam tengok lagi kat mana lagi the other part of geography in the world ni yang kita boleh explore, ataupun ada geography yang saya tak pergi lagi dekat Malaysia ni, kampung mana lagi, macam tu lah. Maybe in terms of that, make use the internet that we have. Kalau you ada, kalau tak ada tak apa, kita akan cuba cara lain. Tapi for those yang ada internet tu, maybe boleh explore lah apa yang you nak pursue study, dan kat mana, apa yang you nak buat after this. That might be a good guidance lah sebenarnya.
I think that is very good advice from you as well. Because kalau kita tengok, we can do casual learning, we can read a lot, and then we learn other cultures kan. That kind of helpful will be helpful in our content knowledge as well. Okay. Thank you so much for being with us. I rasa macam our talk ni pasal study, enjoy. Go with the flow. Okay. Which is very good because kita tak nak students to feel stressful bila nak masuk university and then to face their working life later. Okay. What about Miss Adila?
Okay. Thank you very much for a very fruitful discussion. At least macam on my behalf pun, walaupun we yang organize this talk, tapi we benefit a lot from it as well. Okay. There are certain things yang I pick up from our discussion from the very beginning until the end. Macam Amalina said, life is evolving. Not only life, your people evolve, environment evolve. Dulu 10 tahun kita tahu ke kita akan berada, patutnya tahun 2020 kita nampak kereta terbang. But now kereta pun kita tak nampak kan. So things are evolving, and like Amirah said, we need to be flexible. Okay, kalau kita tak boleh, kita kena cari cara lain. Kalau kita tak boleh, kita cari cara lain. We need to be resourceful as well. Okay, satu. Number dua, we have seen a lot of cases, viral cases dengan data, dengan statistics, all those mental health punya issues. So what Amalina raised just now, I really would like for everyone to apply work-life balance, okay? For students, study life balance. You don't have to study and then pressure yourself. Okay, you gonna enjoy. We are not saying that playing game is wrong. No, I play game, Mira play game. But then bila kita buat kerja betul-betul. Bila kita enjoy. So how kita enjoy? For us, we go travelling. Maybe adik-adik tak ada duit lagi, kena simpan-simpan duit sikit tambah-tambah MCO ni. Maybe you can do something that you enjoy. Macam
Painting.
Painting, playing guitar. So work-life balance is very, very, very crucial, especially during this pandemic. So I hope that everyone, including myself, I pun kena cakap kat diri I sendiri, so we practice this one. Okay, thank you very